button. This should be the stream, the inaugural beta / 2.0 Doug Conn Magic stream. We're going to try and make this a regular event happening on YouTube Live. And hopefully today will be a usable clip. We're just going to leave it up there and let it hang out. So while I wait for people to show up, if anyone does, because I've only told a few people I'm doing this. And note to self, why don't we talk to the camera? I want to look at me, but I'm talking to you. So yeah, beta 2.0. We'll see if anybody shows up. Let me entertain you with a piece of rope magic while we wait. And this is also advised by the Society of American Magicians. If you haven't got the notice, folks, they've all requested us Magi exhibit some competence with a piece of braided cotton. So here, let me do a little of that now. We'll start with the world's fastest shoelace. Hoya! That's a learned skill. It doesn't mean a lot in the days of technology, but I learned this crap, so I got to show it to someone. Welcome to my magic party. Sometimes the ends go through the loops and you get a knot, so that's a knot, but if you know how, it's not a problem. You just... That needs a better finish. I've got an idea. We'll use the bow and arrow knot. The Die Vernon bow and arrow knot. Don't see that every day. I see it every day. This is my life, folks. My life. Aaron, would you do me a favor and log on to YouTube? See if you can see me, see if you can hear me. Give me some feedback as I continue to entertain the Black Mirror. I'm looking at you, looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, but I don't know if you're there. But I'm going to keep going. This one is a puzzle. And when I'm done doing it, I'll tell you how to do it. And then you can play magic in your own living room. So here it is. It's a puzzle. Hey, Harold, Happy New Year. Someone's in the room. I got a viewer now. We're doing magic for more than just myself. A ring of rope, a ring of steel intertwined. And the idea, the goal here is to remove the ring from the rope. The rule is you cannot untie the knot. So that's the puzzle. You got to figure out how to take the rope off the ring. You can't untie the knot. And likewise, if you can take it off, you should be able to put it right back on. It's a puzzle. Also a trick. Here we're going to segue. And let me welcome the live streamers. So we actually have viewing audience for this experience. I often get accused on these video uploads. You know, I've been doing a lot of shorts and I always hear, oh, it's an edit. Oh, it's a trick rope. It's Play-Doh or magnets. But we're doing this live. You can actually see it. Here it is for your, let me get the scissors. Yeah, you'll need the scissors. That's the real secret. To get the ring off the rope, you just got to chop a little off, a little bit off the side. Now it's elementary. Removing the ring is simplistic. Welcome to the new, Happy New Year to you all as well. They're joined, wait a minute, hold on. That's a little bit off. Let me just stretch your imagination. You stretch your imagination, I'll stretch the ropes, and we'll be back to, that's a little bit off. Let me start over. Method B. Method B, evening the ends at the top. Yeah, two ends even at the top. You take the third end, which I secrete in the middle, and the bottom of the, yeah. End number 3 goes next to the first 2, and then end number 4, which is in the 8th quadrant, goes next to the first 3. So, is there any questions? Are you guys good? Questions? Moving along. Stay up, class. Let's pick it up. Here we go. To take the big loop at the bottom, this part is like science. You just double the big loop. It looks like 2 now. Looks like 2. Yeah, here, I'll extend it for clarity. This is exactly the spot you want to be in. 2 ropes about the same size. That way, when they go back together, it looks more like a trick. It's a pretty good applause cue, too. Hey guys in the live chat, I see you. If you can find the applause emoji when I do applause cues, you can applaud and then I can know that you're enjoying it. Or you can just type in boo if you don't like it. Just go ahead and engage. We'll trick the algorithm into thinking something good is happening. Let me finish the explanation. The secret in the center of the, yeah, I have the extra ends that, and you want to get rid of the evidence. So when you're done with the trick, hide it out completely, but don't forget the scissors. You'll want to make new ends at the end. That'll bring the trick back to the beginning, which is actually the finish. That's the Siegfried. That's the Roy. That's your applause cue. Oh, it's coming in now. Those of you not with us live might not be seeing it, but it's happening. Maybe next week I'll figure out OBS and how to put the chat in one of those fancy windows. And 1 second for myself. We've survived trick number 1 on my beta/inaugural 2.0 YouTube live stream attempt. Let me check with the audience. I've got a new microphone. How is the sound? If you could give me a little feedback if that needs to change. And I'm not going to say hi to everyone because I would like y'all to stick around and watch some more magic, but I do want to know if you need Streamlabs. I have Streamlabs, but I haven't practiced with it yet. I've learned something. If I want to stream the chat, I need Streamlabs. Sound is great. Great. We're going to move right along. They're saying the sound is good, and for the chat, I need Streamlabs. Wonderful information. So when I decided to do this, I decided 2 things. I'm going to take it easy on myself for today. Eventually, I'm going to be doing knuckle buster crazy crap on these streams, but today we're going to take it a little easy. And I'm also going to, well, that happened. I'm going to advertise. It's going to happen. I'm going to advertise my store sometimes. I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to try out camera number 2 while we do that. Yeah, it's on the side now. Here. That might be better. That's probably going to be better. Okay. So camera number 2 coming in for your viewing pleasure. Boink. Oh, look at this nice shot. This is the stripper deck. This is me using a trick deck of cards. It should be reasonably simple, and y'all can keep an eye on me right here while I learn this. Oh, that's the wrong deck. Perfect. I have one open. This is still the stripper deck. This one is hermetically sealed for your protection and my advertisement. There's the instructions. In case you're curious, yes, they do come with the tricks I sell at conjure.com. All right, stripper deck demo. This is nice deck because it looks just like a regular deck. So you can play card games with it. You could cheat card games with it. Please no wagering during the exhibition. It's used for games of skill or for demonstrations of skill. Let me just do one for you here. I'll show you one of my favorites. I have someone pick a card. I'm just going to grab one at random. I mean, since you're there and I'm here, unless you can think of a better way. And you want to remember what the card is, which is optional. You don't have to remember it. And yeah, I can see it. Of course I can see it in the monitor, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to look for it. I'm not going to look for it. Oh, I'm going to find it. I'm just not going to look for it. To find the card, I'll divide the deck in this exhibition of skill exactly in half. The idea being to get 26 on the left, 26 on the right. Man, I'm off. Off by 1. So close. Almost 26. 25. How do I know? 25? Well, that's all the black cards. Yeah, that way you know it's half the deck. If you just put all the black ones on one side, you know it's 26. All the red ones over here. Oh, wait a minute. Except for one black card in the red side. The queen of what? The selected card. Of course I got there. It's a trick deck. Doesn't look like it, but it is. And as I go back to camera 1, we can note that it is available at conjure.com. Where am I pointing? Boop. Hey, I'm going to do a skill trick now. Back to the camera 2. Yeah. Here's the trick I posted today. And this will, it's a blackjack demonstration. Let me get a good blackjack. We'll use the ace. And while this deck is a trick deck, I'm not going to use the trick deck part of the trick to make this happen. Have I ever, in the chat, here's a great question. Have you ever failed a basic trick? No, I'm perfect. It never happens. Dude, that's one of the keys to being a successful professional is that you fail so many times that you know what to do when the fails happen. So that will probably happen during the stream because it happens every time I perform. Just a way of life. When you do a lot of sleight of hand, things just go wrong. So let's see if we can get through this. I profess, and let me profess this just so I can get used to swapping the cameras out and making this a better experience for everyone. I profess this to be shuffle tracking. Shuffle tracking, is anyone familiar with this? Tracking cards as they shuffle? Well, this ain't that at all, but I'm going to profess it to be that. Let me put one of the aces about 12 from the top, one about 26 from the top. If you're doing the math, that's 14 in between, and that's the position for the upside down all around poker shuffle. Yeah, it's where you turn half the cards up, half the cards down. You mix the cards up. Some of you probably guessing already. Well, he's just going to follow the face-up cards and look for the blackjack. So that's exactly what I do. As the cards are mixed, I'm looking for either the ace or... Now, here's the thing. If you don't see the cards in the face-up pile, that's going to indicate it's probably a face-down card. So if it's one of the face-down cards, doing the math, that's going to narrow it down considerably. If you're looking for the blackjack, just look for face-down cards. Oh, yeah, see, it's mathematical. It's math. Any questions? Well, so that's a skill trick. There, we got some skill magic in. I didn't even have to correct the mistake. This is where I pause, and I guess we'll let the stunned silence change to a sitting ovation. It's coming in the chat room now. Maybe next week we'll have Streamlabs rolling, and we got a little commercial in. That's not what this stream's all about, so I'm gonna take that off. But look at that sweet image ad. Got 2 cameras. I got a microphone going. I got a commercial, and a. Y'all having fun in the chat? Everyone's doing good? I'll do more chats when I do Q&A. Let me get one more trick in just for purposes of making this a watchable event post-stream. In the future, we can look forward to hanging out in events where it's more chill, and we'll do some Q&A. I'll structure chats where that happens. I'll structure teaching nights. I'll have just performances, and sometimes, I don't know, maybe we'll play Hearthstone. I love poker. That's what I like to do when I'm not doing this. Hearthstone and poker, my side jams. One of them I make money at. The other one I just waste time at. So here's what I figured. I figure a lot of people watching this would like to learn some magic. So I'm going to point you in that direction. I'll point you there now. Actually, the last trick I did was a triumph shuffle. If you're interested in learning some intermediate sleight of hand, I do have a tutorial on my page for triumph. So you can go search it's in my featured playlist, featured video playlist. There's 6 or 7 clips, triumph tutorials in there. You're welcome. It's a great piece. One of the first things I learned when I was a budding sleight of hand man. And look, it served me well for 40 years. So anyway, let me do this trick for you. And I think I can keep our front screen on. Siri is not always easy to capture, but all we need to do is be able to hear her. Hey, Siri. Perfect. Hey, Siri. Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor who?
Doctor who? Just a regular doctor.
Yeah, that was...
Huh.
So anyway...
How about another one?
Well, and no. I need some... Okay, maybe we should go to camera B for this. I need someone to name a number, and so we're going to use Siri. That's why she's here. So you can pretend to shuffle these. Here, I'll pretend to cut the deck. This is the Jerry Griffin blind swivel cut. I learned it from Magic Magazine. I don't know. It's a good one. Looks like they're mixed, huh? But as this is a prediction trick, it doesn't have to be shuffled. They're in order. So, hey, Siri, name a number between 10 and 20.
A random 20 is
14. Right off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Further than that. Yeah, this is further than that. 14 is 2 numbers, a 4 and a 1. So it's a 1 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's further than that, that's going to be the card. Y'all remember that, and we'll go to work. 1 card freely selected. Look at this. 1 move, and further than that, 1 card turns face up in the pack. You get the selected card right away. But this trick goes further than that. Yeah, further than that, that card has an odd back. Yeah, a nice black monarch design for your entertainment pleasure. No extra charge for the fancy. Oh, but further than that, I can use a magic spell. A magic spell? Yeah, here we go. Further than that, A-C-E is ace. Spell. Spades. S-P-A-D-E-S. Ace of spades. Bang, but further than that, yeah, further than that over here when I spelled ace, look what I got. The 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. When I spelled spades, over here we got all the spades. But look, further than that further than that, yeah, we can draw to the selected card. We'll just make a little poker hand. This should give us the the royal flush in spades. And hey, you can't get further than that. Thank goodness, huh? All right. Ooh, bada bing. Now that's a card trick. That's a card trick, and that's a card trick that's attainable. Really, anybody can do this if you just know the setup. So if you're looking for a good card trick to add to your arsenal, and while I'm mentioning the card trick, this was invented by Stuart James. I also put a tutorial up for this. I'm not going to do this, but watch that one too. The ring, the pin, and the rope. Both of those are great Stuart James tricks. They're on the aforementioned featured playlist tutorials. Because I'm trying to give you guys what you want. That's all I hear is tutorials, tutorials, tutorials. So I'm going to do some. And note to the Magi watching, the tutorials I'm going to focus on for the forthcoming future are going to be tricks from the Mark Wilson course. I'm going to consider this my beginner textbook. It's going to be fair game, and maybe once a week I'll put something up from the book that a beginner can reference in that wonderful book, including both of the tricks I just referenced, Stuart James ring, rope, and pin, and the further than that card trick. Guys, it's so wonderful to see all the chat. I hate to ignore you guys talking right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to leave it up for people to watch. I could use the watch time. We mentioned some things that people might be interested in learning. So I am going to end this stream, and then I'll log right back on, and I'll hang out for 20 minutes or so, and we'll do some chit chat and maybe some more magic. But thank y'all for being here for the beta/inaugural 2.0 event, and I guess the ones after this, not the next one, but the next one will be official. This will be official. I'm leaving it up. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I can turn this off correctly without it looking too weird. And we'll see you guys if you want to keep chatting. I'll be back in just a minute for some Q&A and maybe some more tricks.